2012 was a big year for British sport, with Andy Murray claiming his first Grand Slam.
History is made at the US Open!
Bradley Wiggins winning his Tour de France. Europe also conquered the Ryder Cup over USA. And even England didn't do too bad at Euro 2012. All this without mentioning the biggest sporting event to be held in Britain since 1966.
Awarded to the City of London.
After years of preparation and remodelling the capital, London was ready to welcome the rest of the world. The aim was to inspire a generation looking to the future of British sport, and after 2 weeks Team GB came third in the medal table, racking up 65 medals in a range of sports, from track and field to shooting and cycling. Team GB excelled in the event, but did it inspire a generation? This documentary will look at one of Team GB's less successful sports from the Olympics, handball, and after losing 5 out of 5 games and letting in a total of 192 goals, can anything positive come out of it?
And I choose to survive, whatever it takes. You won't pull ahead, I'll keep up the pace.
So I'm going to try a fake jump of it. I'm going to jump, bounce the ball, kick around. Okay?
The Olympics has given us a platform to showcase what we can do. I mean, the Olympics was definitely a success in getting people involved in sport because sport all over the country, all the Olympic sports are finding a massive increase in participation.
They really appreciated our country and they were saying, oh, like the open ceremony was excellent, and so there was a lot of enjoyment through that and expression onto us.
The atmosphere was absolutely incredible at London 12 Olympics when I went, because it was literally full of noise.
So what actually is handball? There are records of handball-style games dating back to antiquity. However, indoor handball, as we know it today, was invented in the 1940s in Denmark. Modern handball has been involved in the Olympics since 1972. Handball consists of 2 halves of 30 minutes and is played on a court of 40 metres in length and 20 metres in width. There are 2 goals either end, both 3 metres wide and 2 metres high. The court is divided into 2 halves with 2 D shapes in both. The inner D is 6 metres from the goal and only the goalkeeper is allowed in it. The outer D is 9 metres from the goal and this is the free throw line. The match is played with 2 teams of 14 players, 7 who are substitutes, 1 goalkeeper and 6 outfield players. You can use as many substitutes as you want. It is played by using your hands to pass the ball between your team, leading to a scoring opportunity.
I first started getting involved in handball when I was still actually at University of Lincoln. I had a German friend who said because I'm quite tall I'd be quite good at it, it'd be a sport I'd be interested in doing, and we also needed to start one for one of our sports projects as well. So me and a few of my course mates thought, why not set up a handball team? I basically got sort of forced into a coaching role, doing a sports coach degree as well, and it kind of went from there really. I was quite fortunate to be involved in the Olympics. I'd been selected to be a technical official for the handball, and quite fortunate as well to be a team leader for that as well, for the statistics. We had at least 2 games a day, and we also did the men's final as well, so that was quite good. I think the Olympics was definitely a success. I mean, in terms of participation, across the country you've got every single sport being showcased in the Olympics, and especially for smaller sports like handball, volleyball, water polo as well, that don't necessarily have the backing that we would have had prior to the Olympics. Clubs up and down the country are being set up and have an increase in membership just from the Olympics, and including the University of Lincoln team as well. We're having a lot more interest this year than we've had in any of the previous years put together.
My name is Justine Herridge and I'm the president of Lincoln Handball. I started playing handball when I first came to university. I used to play football, but when I came to university I wanted to try something new. I've noticed some changes with the girls' handball club. I spoke to some of the girls the other day and about why they joined handball, and they were just saying that they saw handball at the Olympics and they even watched it in London. So they thought, oh, I might as well try out the sport myself, and then that's why they've joined it.
Before London 2012 Olympics, I knew absolutely nothing about handball because it's not established in the UK. It's not played in schools. It's literally just university sport if you're aware of it.
At the university, we started off in 2008 with only about 14 members, very dedicated members, but we did struggle to hire the court week in, week out because we were only such a small, unrecognised team. We did quite well in our university championships, finishing 5th out of 9, and since then we've been kind of increasing slowly. Last year we had a very big increase where we could actually field 2 teams for once. So we had at least 30 male members and enough for a women's team as well. We had at least 12 girls.
The question is, can the increase in numbers be linked to the tagline for London 2012 of inspiring a new generation?
The success of GB through the 2012 Olympics definitely inspired me to play a new sport which I've never done before, and handball seemed like a great sport. It's quite similar to football with the movement, but obviously it is completely different, it's its own sport.
With the tagline Inspire a Generation, it was always going to be the main focus, not to win gold medals, but to put the focus on participation and getting people involved and active. All of these sports are finding more increase in participation, but handball in particular, we've got so many more clubs, so many more people participating, and the league has just been restructured because we've had to include so many new teams as well.
I think it's hard to tell because obviously we haven't had that many girls playing handball, and obviously some of the girls said that they did get it through the Olympics, but it's hard to evaluate that because obviously there's not many girls. There's probably the same amount we got last year.
Despite the newfound popularity for handball, it was announced soon after the Olympics finished that funding would be cut for some sports, handball included. These were called the no compromise cuts. How would this affect its future?
At the elite level with British handball, they're not quite sure if they're going to be able to continue to Rio without a certain amount of sponsorship, which obviously it's disappointing for people like me that have played handball, because we want our teams to be playing at the highest level possible, and we want to see Great Britain in Rio and beyond. We need the funding to be able to showcase these teams again, and it's unfortunate because maybe we have an outside chance of a medal. We're not going to win as many medals as swimming, cycling, where they're quite prominent world champions. We're a very new sport, up and coming in this country, but if you give us enough time for the players that are now coming through the school youth systems to progress, and we could be a world leader in handball.
A lot of Bucks university clubs, they get funding automatically through Bucks. They get their league set up, as where us, we have to plan all that. We have a lot of pressure because obviously there's normal clubs and there's university clubs, and we want to come together. To be honest, I don't think the future is bright for handball. Obviously more people know about it, but we need a main organiser in England, really like regional as well. Obviously England, we've only just got handball, so we haven't got the style of the Europeans, so I think that's what we're missing. It's got to take a long process before that actually happens and we become that standard, to be honest.
With the poor form of the GB team in London and the resulting budget cuts, has the sport of handball gone from being a new phenomenon to an endangered sport for Britain in a matter of months?
In my opinion, the London Olympics have set up a brilliant legacy for the sport for the next 4 or 5 years, up until Rio at least, when hopefully they'll continue the Olympic buzz off that. I know of 3 or 4 clubs that have been set up just purely on the back of the Olympics. If those people can stay interested, and the people that we've got in clubs like Peterborough and Coventry can stay interested and stay involved, then there's no reason why there can't be handball players for another 10 years, going into the communities and coaching in schools and bringing in the next generation of hopefully future GB athletes.
Yeah, I do believe that the legacy of inspiring generation from the 2012 Olympic Games will last. I reckon it will fade, but people will always look back at these games and be inspired to be the best they can be in any sport.
Yeah, I think the legacy will go on. I don't really know.
Not many people knew what handball was before the Olympics, so it's given us a chance to showcase what handball is.